One of the most admired sporting events in the world that takes place once only every 4 years is currently underway in South Africa. What might this be, you ask? It is the 2010 FIFA World Cup. Other than the United States, most people around the world place this event right next to the Olympics in value of importance. Being an avid sports fan, I have been following the World Cup taking place in South Africa. This has made me want to look past the sporting event and learn more about the culture that makes up the country with the most zealous of fans known in the world. After doing a lot of research, I've discovered that South Africa is so diverse that it needs to be divided into 3 subcultures: the white, the black, and the Indian subcultures. I'm going to focus on the black subcultures of South Africa, mainly the Xhosa people, including some basic facts about South Africa and this subculture, their customs, religions, and influences on South Africa, and the influence South Africa has had on their Xhosa subculture. I believe that informing you of these facts will be beneficial, whether you decide to take a trip to South Africa, know somebody from South Africa, or if you're just someone like me who wants to know more about an area that is hosting one of the most prestigious sporting events around the world. Now I'm just going to go over a few things. We can go over the basic facts about South Africa and just some basic things about their subculture. South Africa is known as the Rainbow Nation. They're made up of 11 national languages, the Xhosa language being one of them. Like I said, they're made up of 3 subgroups: black, the white, and Indian. These are just some pictures of the people. This is some of the statistics of the Rainbow Nation, South Africa. This shows that 79.6% of the people are the colored black subculture in South Africa, and actually 17.6% of the languages used is the Xhosa language. They mostly live in the urban areas of South Africa. Now, after just going to some of the basic things, I'm just going to go over some information about their customs, the Xhosa people customs. One of the things that was most interesting to me was their etiquette. They do believe in proper etiquette. The etiquette for their social setting is they believe that you must greet everyone that you come across. If you're not able to, you must at least greet the eldest member in a group. When you are in a group, you have to always ask permission to leave, and you may not greet somebody that is older than you by his or her first name. In the business setting, the etiquette is always considered good form to engage in a dialogue that is about others, maybe somebody else's family, health, maybe just your general life. The diet for the Xhosa people. Their staple and most important foods are corn and bread. It's mostly because it's easy to grow and inexpensive. The popular meats that they usually eat are beef, mutton, which is sheep meat, and goat meat, which is the most popular to the Xhosa people. They actually have different restrictions on men and women towards what they eat. For women, it's actually taboo or inappropriate for them to eat eggs. Women actually cannot eat certain meats after being just married, and men are actually not supposed to drink milk from a village where they are about to take a wife. Now, I'm just going over some of the customs. I'm just going to go over some of the religious beliefs of the Xhosa people. They practice traditional beliefs, and most of the Xhosa people believe in Christianity as well. The supreme being for the traditional beliefs is somebody named Uthaiko. The traditional beliefs, they also have rituals, initiations, feasts. Most of the rituals pertaining to the traditional beliefs have to do with illness or somebody's psychological well-being. Christian missionaries also came there in the early 1800s, and a man named by the name of Henry Hare Dugmore did the first Bible translation in the 1950s. That's why in the 1950s is actually when they believed they were being successful in converting the Xhosa people to Christianity. Some of their holidays is actually they believe in the normal Christian holidays like Easter, Christmas, Good Friday. Some of their traditional holidays is May 1st, December 16th, which is the Day of Reconciliation, and Heritage Day. Important day to the Xhosa people is April 27th, which is the first day they're actually allowed to be in an election or vote in an election. Finally, I'm just going to go over some of the most important people in Xhosa history. Probably the most important person to some people is Nelson Mandela. He was actually the president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. He was arrested in 1962 and charged with sabotage for his fight against apartheid. He also won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. Thabo Mbeki, president of South Africa from 1999 to 2008, was the next most important person. He actually resigned for interfering with the National Prosecuting Authority. And then Desmond Tutu was a South African activist who got famed for fighting apartheid in the 1980s. He's also famous for his fight against AIDS, poverty, and racism. He's also the second South African to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. So just probably the biggest influence on the subculture in South Africa is soccer. The World Cup actually that has come in 2010. A lot of people believe that it's going to bring a boost to their economy. Approximately 100,000 jobs were created for like stadium design and construction. It holds soccer is actually, most people believe, is the national religion, which they believe holds everyone together. South Africa the country continues to strive to become one, even though there are so many different ethnic groups and subcultures within the single nation. Soccer is just one of the many ways the country is united, and as you know, that has influenced the close of people of South Africa. South Africa is the only nation in the world named after its geological location. It is known for intermingling cultures that create the culture that is South Africa. The Xhosa people of South Africa are an important part of that mix and continue today to prove that, from their diverse customs and traditions to the religious practices of old. They are truly a unique culture, and it is my hope that you gained a little bit more insight into a nation that is so diverse by learning about the Xhosa people, and it sparks your interest enough to take a second glance at a nation that is more than just the host of the 2010 FIFA World Cup.